Welcome back to my channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1-cent wheat penny, one of the most valuable and legendary coins in American history. If you've ever wondered whether that old penny in your pocket could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll explore rare wheat pennies, hidden mint marks, and error coins that could turn your small cent into a fortune overnight. Money bag. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon because you don't want to miss the secrets behind these rare coins that could change your life forever. Let's get started and uncover the real value of your 1-cent wheat penny coin. Sparkles. Would you like me to make a shorter version, under 20 seconds, or a longer, more dramatic version, about 1 minute for your voiceover? The 1952 D-Wheat penny is not just an old copper coin. It's a symbol of hidden fortune resting quietly in the hands of millions, waiting for the right moment to shine. Minted in Denver and marked with the bold D beneath Lincoln's portrait, this coin carries a history that speaks of resilience, craftsmanship, and mystery. Though it may seem like an ordinary penny, certain rare variations and pristine condition examples of the 1952 D-Wheat penny have shocked the world with unimaginable auction prices, making collectors' hearts race and turning ordinary people into millionaires overnight. What makes this coin so valuable is not just its age, but the story behind every detail stamped into its copper surface. Back in 1952, the U.S. Mint produced over 746 million of these pennies, yet only a few were struck with the precision and purity that make them stand out today. Some 1952 D-Wheat pennies are made with extremely high copper content and sharp minting details, making them shine differently under light. These rare survivors of the minting process are the ones collectors chase with obsession. Even a single coin in near-perfect condition can fetch tens of thousands, and some unique error versions are believed to be worth millions. Hidden among regular pocket change or tucked away in an old family jar, the 1952 D-Wheat penny might look common, but its real magic lies in its variations. Certain minting errors, like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or coins that were misaligned during stamping, have become legendary among coin hunters. These rare misprints are not flaws, but fortune marks. The rarer the error and the better the condition, the higher the price climbs. Imagine holding a simple 1-cent coin that, because of a minting slip decades ago, could buy you a mansion today. The copper of the 1952 D-Wheat penny tells its own tale. Unlike today's pennies, which are mostly zinc, these are made of nearly pure copper, a metal that has aged gracefully, glowing with deep reddish tones that collectors adore. Over time, the copper develops a rich patina, giving the coin a timeless beauty. A 1952 D-penny with that perfect luster and sharp wheat stalks on the reverse side is considered a gem, a museum-worthy artifact that connects modern collectors to America's mid-century heritage. What truly drives collectors wild is the mystery surrounding uncirculated examples. Coins that have never been used, never rubbed by fingers or worn by time, can bring unimaginable sums at auction. Some 1952 D-Wheat pennies have sold for over $35,000, and experts whisper that a flawless red specimen, perfectly preserved in color and shine, could cross into the million-dollar range if ever discovered in pristine condition. The thrill lies in the hunt. Coin enthusiasts dream of being the one to uncover the next record-breaking piece. Every coin tells a story, and the 1952 D-Wheat penny story is one of quiet power. For years, people spent them without a second thought, unaware of their potential. But as collectors' passion grows and the supply of mint-state coins dwindles, the demand surges beyond imagination. This tiny copper disc, once worth a single cent, now represents the possibility of life-changing fortune for anyone lucky enough to find it. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest secrets. If you have a 1952 D-Wheat penny, treat it like treasure. Don't rush to sell it or let it slip away at a low price. Get it examined, hold it carefully, and protect it from scratches or tarnish. because you might be holding a piece of American history that could make you rich beyond belief. It's not just a coin. It's a time capsule from 1952 that whispers the promise of wealth, destiny, and discovery. So next time you sift through an old box of coins or stumble upon a dusty penny in your collection, look closely at that D mint mark beneath Lincoln's portrait. It could be your ticket to unimaginable fortune. The 1952 D wheat penny proves that miracles do exist. Sometimes they just happen to be made of copper. Would you like me to create a YouTube video script version of this? The 1944 D wheat penny is not just an ordinary coin. It is a legendary piece of American history forged from the soul of a changing world. During World War II, every ounce of copper was precious, reserved for weapons, wires, and wartime equipment. Yet, somehow, a few rare 1944 D pennies were struck in copper instead of the steel used in 1943. These accidental creations became living treasures, coins that would one day become the dreams of collectors worldwide. Today, the 1944 D copper wheat penny stands as one of the most mysterious and valuable coins ever minted in the United States. Imagine holding in your hand a small copper disc worth not cents, not hundreds, but millions of dollars. That's the true magic of the 1944 D wheat penny. Its reddish-brown copper glow hides unimaginable worth, making it one of the rarest and most hunted coins in the world. Most 1944 pennies were made from recycled shell casings and ordinary metals, but a few rare ones struck on leftover 1943 copper planchets became priceless errors, one-of-a-kind miracles born from the chaos of war. These mistakes made by the mint turned into history's golden treasures. Collectors and investors from every corner of the world are obsessed with this coin. Each time one appears in an auction, the excitement is electrifying. People bid millions without hesitation because they know the 1944 D wheat penny is more than just a collectible. It's a symbol of luck, rarity, and hidden fortune. The story behind it makes it even more magnetic. It's the type of coin that can turn an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. Some have even called it a lucky charm of destiny, capable of changing a person's fortune with a single discovery. The D mint mark below the date shows it was minted in Denver, a mint famous for producing some of America's rarest coins. Yet very few of these copper 1944 D pennies ever left the mint. Many experts believe fewer than 10 genuine pieces exist today, each guarded in private collections or locked in the vaults of museums. Finding one is like striking gold twice. It's the dream every treasure hunter chases, the secret hope of every coin collector. Its appearance is captivating. The image of Abraham Lincoln stands proudly on one side, framed by the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and 1944 D. On the reverse, the familiar wheat ears encircle the words 1 cent and United States of America, reminding us of simpler times when every cent had real value. But unlike ordinary pennies, this one carries a legacy. Its copper body tells the story of America's resilience, its scarcity a symbol of wartime precision, and it's worth a reflection of how something so small can become infinitely priceless. What truly gives this coin its power is not just its metal or age, it's the emotion tied to it. It represents hope, luck, and the dream of unexpected wealth. Many people have unknowingly spent these rare pennies over the years, never realizing they held a fortune in their palm. That's why collectors advise, always check your old change, your jars, and your drawers. The treasure you seek might be right under your nose. In today's market, a genuine 1944 D copper penny in mint condition can fetch prices in the millions. The last known sales reached jaw-dropping amounts, proving that its allure only grows stronger with time. As inflation rises and paper money fades in trust, rare coins like this one become even more valuable, solid pieces of history that never lose their shine or significance. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of magic that connects the past with the present, fortune with faith. So if by chance you ever come across a 1944 D wheat penny, don't dismiss it as an old, worn cent. Look closer, because it could be the key to your destiny. It may be the rare copper treasure that turns your ordinary day into a miracle. The 1944 D wheat penny is proof that even the smallest things can hold the greatest power, a coin born of error, destined for glory, and capable of changing your fortune forever. Would you like me to turn this script into a YouTube narration-style version, with dramatic intro and call to action for viewers? It will make it perfect for your coin video. The 1956 D wheat penny, a small copper coin minted in Denver, holds a massive legend among collectors and treasure hunters. This little piece of history might look ordinary to the untrained eye, but beneath its reddish-brown glow lies a story of mystery, rarity, and unimaginable worth. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that once bought candy or gum, now capable of transforming an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. The 1956 D penny, especially those with rare minting errors or perfect conditions, has become a symbol of hidden fortune buried in plain sight. Every wheat penny carries the proud image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, but the 1956 D stands out because of its fascinating mint history. The D, mint mark below the date, reveals that it was struck in Denver, a city known for producing billions of pennies during that era. Yet despite the huge mintage, only a few pieces possess the unique features, sharp strike, and flawless surfaces that send collectors into bidding wars. Some of these coins are believed to have microscopic doubling, striking errors, or deep red toning that make them worth far beyond their face value. It's this unpredictable rarity that makes the 1956 D wheat penny one of the most thrilling treasures in the world of numismatics. The coin itself is a piece of pure copper, not just metal but a time capsule. It was created in an age when pennies were still made with care, before the shift to cheaper materials. Its warm copper shine carries the marks of the 1950s, an era of American pride, post-war dreams, and prosperity. To collectors, this penny isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of endurance, representing how something so small can hold enormous power decades later. Every curve of Lincoln's profile, every wheat stalk on the reverse side, and even the faint details of the E pluribus unum inscription are part of its majestic charm that attracts passionate collectors across the world. Now imagine discovering one of these coins in your old collection, in a jar of spare change, or tucked inside a forgotten drawer. That small circular piece could hold the potential to change your life overnight. Some 1956 D wheat pennies, with rare minting errors like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, have fetched prices that make even seasoned coin dealers stare in disbelief. A perfectly preserved coin in red, mint state condition can easily reach thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in auctions. The mythic tales of people turning old coins into fortunes are not mere dreams. They are real stories of luck meeting rarity. But what gives this penny such unimaginable worth is not just its rarity. It's the excitement, mystery, and hope it brings to collectors and dreamers alike. The 1956 D penny has become a beacon for those who believe that treasures still exist in the everyday world. It reminds us that hidden wealth doesn't always come in gold bars or diamonds. It can appear in the form of a humble copper cent. It whispers to every coin lover, look closely, your fortune might already be in your hands. That belief alone has made this coin one of the most talked about pieces among modern-day treasure hunters. Over the years, many stories have surfaced about collectors discovering rare variations of the 1956 D penny. Some coins show striking anomalies that occurred when dies were slightly misaligned or reused, creating small imperfections that turned into priceless signatures of uniqueness. Others are known for their stunning color transitions, bright red to deep chocolate brown, which can dramatically influence their value. Professional grading services often determine the worth of these coins based on their shine, strike, and preservation. And when a perfect example appears, it becomes the centerpiece of coin auctions worldwide. The emotional power of the 1956 D wheat penny goes beyond its monetary value. For many, it represents hope, the hope that something ordinary can be extraordinary. Each time a collector holds one, they feel connected to history, to a time when coins were symbols of national pride. It's a reminder that patience and passion can turn into prosperity. Even those who never sell their coins treasure them as lucky charms, believing that the energy of such rare finds carries fortune and positivity into their lives. So, if you ever come across a 1956 D-Wheat penny, don't ignore it or spend it casually. Examine it carefully, admire its rich copper glow, and remember that you might be holding a piece of history worth millions. This coin has the power to change fortunes, turning dreams into reality. Its story is not just about money. It's about faith, destiny, and the magical possibilities hidden in the simplest things. The 1956 D-Wheat penny truly proves that greatness often comes in the smallest of forms, waiting patiently to shine when destiny calls. The 1957 D-Wheat penny, a copper treasure of unimaginable worth. There are coins that carry history, and then there are coins that carry destiny. The 1957 D-Wheat penny, made from pure copper and stamped with a small yet powerful D, mint mark of Denver, belongs to the latter. At first glance, it looks like just another ordinary penny, but hidden within its reddish-brown glow lies a tale of rarity, mystery, and potential fortune. Many collectors believe that this small coin holds the power to change someone's life overnight. A tiny disc of metal that can transform into a mountain of wealth for the lucky owner who holds the right variant in perfect condition. Every 1957, D-Wheat penny tells a story from a time when America was rebuilding, growing, and dreaming bigger than ever. The copper used in these coins symbolizes the strength and endurance of a nation that stood tall after hardship. Though millions of 1957 D pennies were minted, a few rare ones emerged with minting errors so unique that collectors across the world chase them like hidden gems. Some coins have double die errors, off-center strikes, or deeply lustrous red surfaces that make them worth far more than their face value. Those rare errors and the coin's condition can make all the difference, turning a 1-cent piece into a $1 million masterpiece. Imagine holding a coin that once jingled in someone's pocket during the 1950s. Yet today, it could buy a mansion, luxury cars, or even an entire estate. The magic of the 1957 D-Wheat penny lies in its perfection. The sharper the strike, the deeper the color, the brighter the shine, the more powerful its value becomes. Collectors worldwide are willing to pay unimaginable amounts for one that looks untouched by time, still glowing with the same fiery brilliance it had the day it left the Denver Mint. For them, it's not just a coin. It's a piece of living history frozen in metal. What truly separates this coin from the ordinary is its aura of mystery. Over the decades, countless stories have surfaced of people finding 1957 D-Wheat pennies in old drawers, boxes, and piggy banks, only to discover later that they held something worth a fortune. Some were lucky enough to stumble upon high-grade proof-like versions, while others found error coins with doubled words like Liberty or In God We Trust. These are the coins that collectors dream about, the ones that auction houses list for jaw-dropping prices in today's market. Another reason behind its growing fame is nostalgia. The wheat reverse design, featuring 2 wheat stalks embracing the words 1 cent, was the last of its kind before America moved to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. That alone gives the 1957 D a special place in history. It's one of the final chapters of the beloved wheat penny era. For collectors, this coin represents the end of an age, the closing curtain of classic American copper artistry. Its sentimental and historical value adds even more fuel to its ever-growing demand. Now, when you combine rarity, error, condition, and emotional value, the 1957 D copper wheat penny becomes a powerful symbol of hidden fortune. In today's market, perfectly preserved examples, graded MS-67 or higher, can reach mind-blowing prices. Some collectors whisper about error versions that have traded hands privately for hundreds of thousands, even millions. The allure comes from the idea that your ordinary-looking coin could be the one extraordinary specimen that breaks every record and shocks the numismatic world overnight. If you hold a 1957 D-Wheat penny, Don't rush to spend it or trade it cheaply. Study its shine, inspect its letters, and feel the weight of its history. You might be holding a ticket to an unimaginable treasure. This coin carries more than copper. It carries luck, legacy, and legend. It's proof that sometimes the smallest things in life can hold the greatest power, and that fortune favors those who look a little closer. So before you dismiss that old penny sitting in your collection or tucked away in a jar, think twice. That 1957 DeWheat penny might just be your doorway to greatness, a piece of the past waiting to reward you in the present. Because in the mysterious world of rare coins, miracles don't come in gold or diamonds. They come in copper, stamped with a tiny D, shining with destiny. Would you like me to make this into a YouTube voiceover script next, with dramatic tone and pauses for narration? The 1942 DeWheat penny is not just an old piece of copper. It's a piece of American history that has become a symbol of luck, rarity, and unimaginable fortune. Minted during the heart of World War II, this coin holds secrets that collectors around the world still talk about. The D mint mark represents the Denver Mint, known for producing some of the finest quality coins. But what truly makes the 1942 DeWheat penny so special isn't just its age. It's the rare errors, hidden varieties, and the fact that a few of these coins were struck in a composition that's worth millions today. If you hold one of these rare beauties in your hand, you might just be holding the key to overnight wealth. This penny carries the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of honesty and freedom, engraved in pure copper that has survived over 8 decades. Its wheat design on the reverse side, 2 ears of wheat curving along the sides, represents America's hardworking roots. But beyond its simple look lies the possibility of rare, minting mistakes and variations that collectors crave. Some of these coins were struck on bronze planchets, some on steel, and others with unique doubling errors. These differences have made the 1942 DeWheat penny one of the most hunted coins in U.S. history. Each one tells a story of war, change, and the enduring value of something small yet powerful. In the coin collecting world, the smallest imperfection can create the biggest value. Certain 1942 DeWheat pennies show off-center strikes, misaligned dies, or faint double dies on Lincoln's eye, date, or lettering. These errors transform a regular 1-cent coin into a $1 million masterpiece. Collectors from around the globe have paid staggering amounts for well-preserved examples, especially those with high grades and bright copper luster. Some uncirculated versions look so fresh they could have been minted yesterday. And these are the ones that can make you a millionaire in an instant. The magic of the 1942 DeWheat penny lies not only in its rarity, but in its condition. A coin that has survived untouched since 1942, without scratches or wear, can be worth far more than you could ever imagine. Under magnification, the coin's sharp details, Lincoln's chic, the clear mint marked E, and the smooth lettering speak of craftsmanship from a time when every coin was struck with pride. It's a little time capsule from an era when America was strong, resilient, and determined, just like the man it portrays. There are stories of lucky people discovering 1942 DeWheat pennies in old drawers, forgotten piggy banks, and dusty boxes, not realizing they were sitting on a fortune. Imagine holding a penny that looks ordinary, yet a coin dealer tells you it's worth over $1 million because of a rare die variation or composition error. That's the incredible power of numismatics, the science and art of coin collecting. These coins are like buried treasures hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right person to recognize their worth. In today's market, collectors are willing to pay unimaginable amounts for the rarest 1942 DeWheat pennies. Some experts believe that only a handful of these error coins exist, and their value keeps increasing every year. The demand for historical U.S. copper coins has skyrocketed, especially among investors who see them as solid assets, tangible pieces of a nation's heritage that only become rarer with time. Owning a perfect or error 1942 DeWheat penny isn't just an investment. It's owning a part of history that shines brighter than gold. What makes this coin even more fascinating is its emotional and historical connection. During the 1940s, every penny counted. Soldiers carried them in their pockets as good luck charms. Families saved them in jars during hard times. These coins witnessed America's transformation during the war years, from struggle to victory. The 1942 D-Wheat penny is not just metal. It's memory, sacrifice, and legacy pressed into copper. That's why collectors treat it as more than a coin. It's a story frozen in time, a symbol of endurance and prosperity. So, if you have a 1942 D-Wheat penny sitting unnoticed in your collection, don't underestimate it. That small, reddish-brown coin could be worth a fortune beyond imagination. Check its shine, its details, and its weight, because one rare variety among them has the power to turn you into a billionaire overnight. This humble 1-cent coin, born in the fires of history, continues to remind us that even the smallest treasures can hold the greatest value. The 1942 D-Wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a gateway to luck, legacy, and limitless wealth. Would you like me to create a YouTube video script version of this same story, with voiceover style lines, dramatic hooks, and SEO keywords for coin collectors?